Hi, Genki Call here with campaign tasks, Guild Wars prep, and Shentang week for the week of September 20th, 2021. It is September 20th, isn't it? Good. Okay. So, the first thing to do is to head into the shop, go into resources, and buy the spoils of war here, which I already did because I was doing a video for you and I forgot to add something to it, so now I have to do it over. Woohoo! So, once you do the spoils of war, it disappears. So, I highly recommend getting all of the spoils of war, which will be in this spot. It will get you 10, a maximum of 10 event keys along with some other resources, and you'll never find a better value for event keys. So, I highly recommend doing that. I think it's 1800 glory to get all 10. Then under weekly event, head in here and see Moshu the Guardian. You will want to, well, you don't have to. You don't have to, but what I like to do is get in here and I get up until I can get him to mythic level. You'll see it will say legendary and then it will say mythic when you get up to that quantity, which is I think like 16. And you will also get all of the trait stones and the gold and the keys along with it. A guaranteed level 20 troop for Shentang, which is very valuable when you're worried about power levels, and I'm always worried about power levels. So as far as Moshu the Guardian goes, he has some immunities here, which is always nice. He inflicts curse when doing skull damage, which is semi-useless because he has no skull damage reduction, no protection from skulls, and gain 1 life for each purple allies. As for the spell, he will enchant a random ally, create 1 to 3 purple mana potions, and if any enemy is cursed, there's a 50% chance to gain an extra turn. Now you notice nothing here is written in purple. That means that even if he's webbed and this magic level is reduced to 0, he will still do all of these things. His spell is not dependent upon his magic level, so keep that in mind. That makes him pretty useful in some circumstances. So I already grabbed my mythic level for him. Next up, I will go over the campaign tasks and then we're going to head into Shentang and I will show you what you can get with your event keys. So as for the campaign tasks, we have for gold, use a mace weapon 22 wins, Shentang team for 22 wins. Should be easy enough to do that. For silver, match 300 yellow gems in battle, which, by the way, you should be able to complete in probably 1 battle if you use Shibanu Vespera correctly, if you have her, of course. Use the Lantern Banner for 15 wins. Use the Monk class for 15 wins and get 45 purple kills, which is Karakoth is probably the best place to do that. For bronze, kill Phoenicia 1 time, open 2 event chests, use a vault key to kill 1 treasure gnome, win 4 battles in a single arena run. That is the first one that people might consider re-rolling. Earn 80 souls in battle, explore Shentang 1 time at Explore 7. Open 25 glory chests, get 9 Strix kills, and you can find the Strix in Suncrest. Win 3 dungeon battles and craft 1 yellow summoning stone. So all in all, not too bad. If you're planning to re-roll the arena one or re-roll anything here, keep in mind it may ask you to do adventure board stuff. But if you're not planning to re-roll anything, you are free to do the adventure board. Just hold off on doing the dungeon battles until after you get caught up on the bronze tasks. Recommendation, of course, not telling you what to do, just a recommendation. As for what you can get with your event keys this week, let's head into Shentang and I'll show you the troops you can get. They are not sorted. Hold on. Let me get here base rarity. There we go. So the 2 mythics that are in the drop table for event keys right now are Huanglong, who does damage to all enemies. Then there are individual 50% chances to gain attack, gain an extra turn, and gain either barrier, enchanted, or blessed. And you can get all 3 of those, attack, extra turn, and a positive status effect if you're very lucky, which is very cool. Reduce damage from skulls by 70% and Give 3 magic to all dragon allies when matching 4+ gems. I've actually had quite a lot of fun using Huanglong in Delves, and with the dragon team it's pretty powerful, and I've been having fun with that. So as for Tiani, his spell is dependent upon his attack, because he does heavy splash damage, which you can see what that does right over here. And he stuns all affected enemies. Deal double damage if my attack is greater, and so that's why I was saying the attack is important. Then he also summons 1 to 3 monkey disciples, which create 2 different types of mana colors and heals your team. So very useful, those summons, because those monkey disciples will also feed Tiani mana that he needs. He steals 2 magic from the first enemy at the start of the turn, and he has a 20% chance to dodge skull damage. I believe that I did a mythic spotlight on Tiani recently, and I'll put a link to that in the description box below in case you'd like to see a team that I came up with for him. There may be more than one, I can't remember. Emperor Liang is one of the legendaries in Shentang, and I think that he's really underutilized and underappreciated. He destroys all gems of a chosen color, which means they are removed from the board with full effect as if they were matched. And then he gives all allies of the matching color life and 4 magic. So every time he casts, and whatever troops are affected have +4 damage to their spells if they have a magic-based attack, of course. Plus, he enchants a random ally on 4+ gem matches, which is very cool. This exchange 2 life for 2 magic on 4+ gem matches makes him stronger and stronger, and every time there's a match 4+. Of course, it will also sap his health a little bit, so keep that in mind. Qilin here is widely used in a meta team with Divine Ishbala and Rope Dart. He's a double mana converter, purple to red and brown to skulls, plus he blesses 2 random allies, which means that they will be cleansed of any negative status effects they may have. Plus, all allies gain 1 magic on 4+ gem matches, and he summons a light storm at the start of the battle. So he's very valuable, and so is Yao Guai. He is an excellent troop that has beaten me more times than I can count, but I have had a lot of fun using him as a troop. I highly recommend trying to go for Yao Guai if you don't already have him. So he's going to deal damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by his life, and he's going to steal magic from both enemies and transform all purple gems to red, which will feed right back into himself. So it means you can get an extra turn if you manage to match 4 with that mana conversion. He does reflect 25% of skull damage, and he steals 3 life from the first enemy every time you match red gems. So another excellent troop. You will not be able to get from the event keys Lyraza, Crazed Troll, Dementor, or the Chaos Hound, because they are Lyraza's lair troops. You can get them in the underworld with your chaos shards, but everything else here is something you'll be able to get with your event keys, hopefully. Moon Rabbit is another troop used with it's just an all-around useful troop. The reason why Moon Rabbit is so useful is because, for one thing, she's empowered and she starts battle with full mana. She is a mana converter. It's blue to yellow. She gives life to all other allies and blesses the first ally. So if your first ally is death marked or entangled or anything else negative status effect wise, it will go away as soon as you cast with Moon Rabbit. So this is the other troop that goes on that meta team I was talking about with Divine Ishbala and Qilin and Rope Dart. Panglong you will get just by completing the Shentang storyline. Moshu just got him, and Tulao She is very useful, especially at Guild Wars time, because you choose a color, enchant all allies of that color, and give them 6 mana, boosted by the gems of that color. And she has some immunities here, and all allies gain 2 random skill points. Well, here's the Monkey Disciple I was talking about. 7 red and 7 yellow gems, and gives all allies life, plus it starts battle with 75% mana and can dodge skull damage, which is very useful because if you end up summoning him, he may be in the front of the team. So the Diviner can be very useful. Transform a chosen color to yellow, and one of the following is another one of those either or things that I hate but is still very useful. Either enchant all allies, or increase all allies' magic, or cleanse all allies. Hate the either or, but still useful. And this is another one that has that trait to exchange 2 life for 2 magic on 4+ gem matches, which isn't going to do a lot of good unless she happens to increase the allies' magic hit on that when she casts. But she is useful, and I have used her in the past. Pretty much those are the most notable troops in here. Let's see him. Well, Xiong Mao is one you're definitely going to want, because eventually we're going to be using him for raid boss. He is a god slayer, and so he is good to use even in Guild Wars on yellow or green day, because he's a god slayer, and if you are facing Zul'Goth, you can pretty much one-shot him because he's going to do 3 to 5 times damage. So keep that in mind too. Alright, that is it for what you can get with your event keys. And then, let me see, Guild Wars prep. Aha, Guild Wars. So let's head in here. All we have to do at this point, let me copy, there we go, copy the page. We need to go into defense, and you need to set up your teams. So this says blue here, and you see it's brown on the side. That's because this is what was set up last time, but the colors will change every Guild War. So I need to switch this now, and you just click on this top button, and you switch it to the correct color. So for this one, we'll switch this one to green. Where is green? There it is. This one is blue. Blue. This one is purple. And yellow. And red. So now, this down here should say, hold on, 4 different troops, yes, 24 different troops. You want to make sure there are 24 different troops with a bonus of 12,000. Otherwise, if you have duplicates here, you're going to want to attend to that, but I have more information on that in my tiny tutorial for Guild Wars Defense, and you can find a link to that in the description box below. I believe that is it for this video. I still have 2 more videos coming out today. The next one will be for the world event of the Amethyst Light, and then I'll be doing one on the Soul Forge, which has some nice goodies in it. So stay tuned, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.